Okay, here is vice case. What's it called? Something or another. Manifest Destiny.
Earl, Phelps. A shooting at the 111 Club. 6232 Hollywood Boulevard.
Sounds like a homicide beef.
Two of the dead guys caught in the crossfire were carrying Army surplus morphine. Get over there before homicide tramples all over the place.
We already cleared that up.
Judge in Pasadena took the big sleep yesterday. He had a personal stash of 20 cigarettes. Appears we didn't get all of it.
Well,
Are you working Friday night? We should go
all
out
but
after
20
work.
Cigarettes is a pretty damn good job. Okay, gotta find my way out of this place as usual.
Dead judge.
Exit.
Everyone has their vices. Even you, Phelps.
Gotta get dressed. That's the one.
I didn't want to arrest the kid, so I gave him exactly what he could get.
Okay, I'm going to try and not narrate too much.
You're hurting me.
Yeah, I'm thinking of moving up to a 45. I want to put a minimum warm around.
I'm telling you, it'll never stick, and you'll get roasted.
Okay, this is a Cadillac Series 62 1948 model. I think it's got a straight 8.
I don't want to be rude,
Motor.
but you're bothering me.
Not particularly fast. We already got that. Yep. Cool. That's our current destination. And off we go.
Parker and Green are going toe-to-toe for the top job. There's a change in the wind.
About time.
This wind will be like a tornado, Phelps. Parker's got a puritanical streak. You never know we'll get swept up in a thing like that.
Rather heavy car. Also, cars in this game are extremely difficult to control. It's not a driving game. It's interesting seeing Los Angeles in 1948. I believe that the scenery has been laboriously created using thousands and thousands of photographs, aerial photographs, as well as ground photographs from the 1940s. So this is all pretty well how it looked. Alright, so this is where we've got to go. Triple One Club.
Homicide guys are already inside.
Bukowski.
Phelps, back again. We're
I
here
was
about the
never here
morphine.
before, as a matter
Over
of
by the
fact.
bandstand. You can see what's left of the owner, Eddie McGoldrick, 26, former Marine.
McGoldrick.
I know Eddie McGoldrick. He was a non-com in my old unit.
I'm sorry to hear that, Cole. Waitress said he recently came into some money and bought the club.
Who are the other Vics?
2 musicians, Biddleston and Bowe. And get this, they used to be in a 4-piece, but the trombone player and the drummer OD'd.
Don't tell me. Lamont and Tyree? We've met the rest of the band.
Now they're a no-piece.
Do you mind if we take a look around?
Yes.
Be my guest. You might want a word with the hostess, too. I'll keep her company until you're ready.
Mister, I don't like you, even though you're my partner. One of these games later, I am
When
going
you're ready to
to
have a
shoot
civil
you.
conversation,
Or I'm going to
we
do
can
something
try
to bring you
again.
down. You're a shyster. What have we got here? No, it won't be anything. Cigarette. Nah.
I've got friends. I'll buy $5.
Nothing there. Still going to be nothing, but you can never ignore the clues, just assuming that they're nothing. Got to have a look at them. Well, now, in your nice, fine and dandy blue suit, what have you got to tell me?
Must have pumped a dozen rounds into him. Certainly sends a message.
Well, I guess if you publish the photo in the papers. Otherwise, I doubt that many people are going to really know. Okay, so... what's this? Ah, the trombonist's box.
Custom case. Someone cared for this instrument.
No.
What's that click? Neat trick. The case must have cost more than the trumpet.
Wasn't a trick at all. I mean, that box would pop open if anybody just did exactly the same thing as me without even knowing what was going to happen.
Kept his stash close at hand.
An old-fashioned syringe.
We should follow up on the musician angle.
The blue room. And I guess... what, can I go back to the bloody... Okay. Yep, have a look at that. Well, if only I could play trombone, I'd belt out a tune, but nevertheless, there one goes. White palms. It's interesting, the sharpness of the line, of the blackness of the thumb to the whiteness of the palms. It's he's doing a Michael Jackson routine with that bleaching thing. Not by the looks of the rest of him. Nothing of any importance there. Nothing there. Ah, yes.
We have a new source, or is this coming from what's left in circulation?
Have it for me. Ah, could use some of that fan. Even though it doesn't seem to blow air.
Dozen
Valor
packs to a carton.
cigarettes.
100 cartons or more. Looks like a couple of months' supply. These look brand new. Never fired.
M19,
Haven't been
18,
greased yet.
85,
We could check on the
30
serial numbers.
caliber, made in the USA.
Fair? Look at these things.
They're BARs. You get the odd guy who sneaks one of them home from the war. How did he get 3 of them? Army surplus morphine, army surplus weapons, army surplus valors. Sound familiar?
We should get back to the station and check the details of what exactly was lifted from that ship.
Do we indeed? I think I might speak to the coroner if he's about. Actually, I'll speak to this lassie.
Phelps, work the
Ma'am,
morphine
I'm Detective
angle.
Phelps.
I'll work the
Administrative
stiffs.
by squad.
Welcome to the 111 Club, Detective. Feels like I've had half the LAPD in here today already.
Oh, really? You've probably serviced all of them as well. Okay, you're 26. You really are female? You want to prove that to me? No, let's not.
Any idea
there.
who did the shooting?
No idea. It was my day off. If I had been here, honey, I'd be full of holes just like the others.
Right, so she's looking shifty. However, I wouldn't know whether she's telling a lie or not because I don't have sufficient
What level
evidence.
can we miss before we start taking an interest in you?
This place has been on the slide for years. Eddie turns up, buys the club, then we start getting visits from tough guys. Next thing you know, we have the St. Valentine's Day massacre. Are you getting the picture?
Interesting. There seems to be a lot of massacres on St. Valentine's Day. There was one here in Sydney. A bikie massacre at somewhere or another.
Tell us about Eddie.
Eddie didn't know a thing about running a nightclub. He came into some money and waltzed in and bought the place. The previous owner thought all his Christmases had come at once.
Okay, now she's holding a fixed stare, so she's telling the truth.
Where do you think you got the money?
My guess was that he was selling the sort of quality product that you don't need to advertise.
Thank you for your help, ma'am.
Eddie was in over his head, but he was a decent boss.
Right, well, I couldn't care what sort of a boss he was, really. Unless it has some sort of a bearing. Have I already done this?
Bad luck, Eddie. Okinawa couldn't kill you, but knowing the wrong people in this city.
Go on, finish your sentence. Oh, no, I already did that. Come on. Yeah, okay. Nothing there. Nothing about your head. In fact, you're a rather unremarkable chap all round. You're not wearing anything, you don't do anything. That's why you didn't get shot in Okinawa, mate, because you're just so bloody boring you didn't stand out. You're in total camouflage, just simply by being yourself. Blended in with all the other vegetables. Ah, okay.
They didn't even try to crack the safe.
I want that cash. Oh man, I want that cash. I can't get it. Alright, she's gonna have to stay there. Oh man, I want that cash. Yeah, well. I think that's about it. Have we got a coroner about? Bloke in the suit. Yeah, okay. Come on. Over here we go.
Just when I think I've seen it all.
You gonna talk to me, clown?
Take a look around, Phelps. Looks like a straightforward execution to me.
Yeah, I think you're a little bit behind the actual action there, mate. Right, okay, off we go. We're going to the blue room, I believe. That's the way. I prefer this car behind. It's faster. Come on. Get in, mate. Get in.
How well did you know the owner?
Goldberg? Well enough. He was in my unit.
That's some cruel irony. You survive the war, then get blown to pieces back.
Well, that shut you up, didn't it? Cutscene. So what you had to say wasn't obviously going to be important. Anyway, in we go. Hello there.
Excuse me. I've got to sort through some unclaimed items right now.
Really? Didn't think
Skeleton goes into a
you were
bar
allowed to
and
be
orders
so
a beer
bold
and a mop.
in those days. Oh, what bar and music.
Take a break, boys.
We would like them to stay, Miss Lickman. We're making inquiries into the recent deaths of 4 musicians.
Since when has the police cared about dead black men?
How did you know they were black?
We don't. What we care about is 2 tons of Army surplus morphine showing up on the street. If you care about working in this town, you better give me something on Biddleston and Bow, or their knucklehead buddies Tyree and Lamont.
And this is your idea of making inquiries, Untersturmfuhrer?
I've told you 1,000 times about speaking that German gibberish at me, Elsa.
Roy, how about you get a drink while I see to this?
That was an interesting reaction from my partner. I wonder what he's got to
Will you
hide.
sit down?
Maybe there'll be a development later in the game which shows that he's a
Why antagonize him?
traitor of some
You
kind.
know what he's capable of.
Ask your questions, head officer. We have work to do.
All right. Now, about the army surplus morphine.
People are dying of overdoses. If you know anything about it, you need to tell me.
I can't help you.
A lot of cats are into the thing. There's nothing special about your boys.
Come on. Give me a sign. Are you going to look aside? Yeah, you look smug. Oh, yeah, okay, the eyebrow.
You can do this the easy way with me, or I can call my partner back over. I can assure you he's a lot less sensitive.
You think your threats frighten me?
Black man don't supply nothing. You think there's a black man in this town holding on to 2 tons of morphine? He'd be dead in a minute. White man supplies, black man buys.
No need to be so defensive. Okay,
My
what
partner
about the
mentioned a couple of
victims?
names. You recognize them?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah.
The only way you're going to get rid of me is to give me an answer.
I knew Cornell. We worked together a few years ago. He loved the music, but the music didn't love him.
What does that mean?
It means that he just wasn't that good. He was a sad, lonely cat.
Boys, take 5
An
minutes,
interesting way to
please.
put it, really.
I need to have a private word with the officer.
The music didn't love
Why
me.
do you ask people to risk talking about the subject that could have them jailed?
Drugs are against the law, Elsa.
You're so full of courage.
And anything that's against the law is
This
just
is getting
plain
nowhere.
Do you
wrong.
think you'll win your war against narcotics?
You're gonna
It's
ask
not
me
my
why it's
war.
wrong. I'm
It's
telling
against the
you,
law.
it's against
My
the
job is to
law.
prosecute the laws of this city.
Do you think you can stop people from needing drugs, detective?
I'm asking the questions here.
Then why do you come to me with your stupid questions? You know who controls the drugs in this
Because I
city.
want answers.
It's not
from
enough
you.
to
That's
just
why.
survive, Elsa. You have to try and make the world a better place.
Brave words. Very noble. But words are just words, Corfans.
She's right. We need to pay a visit to the mixer.
Cohen? Do you know where to find him?
This time of day, you'll find him holding court at the Macambo.
He can wait. There's something I need to be sure
Cambo,
of.
eh?
Give me till tomorrow morning.
Oh, grief.
Don't do
How
anything
long's
I
this
wouldn't
going to
do,
go?
partner.
Can't make the video too long. Shit, it's going to take an hour. Oh no. Okay. Pause. Stop.